Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host, JJ48, and tonight we are continuing with Hogwarts Legacy. Last time we had ended by coming up here and taking out a troll that someone had tried to train, but wasn't really working out so well, so had to be put down. But prior to that, we had been down further south and helping Sebastian look into investigate some things that he thought might help his sister, and he ended up stopping a goblin attack on their town, which wasn't. Sebastian did not exactly cover himself in honor there. I have to say, honestly, getting kind of concerned about Sebastian, considering we've encountered two unforgivable curses so far, and Sebastian has not really hesitated to use either one. So, while we're up here, let's try to catch some Neasels and do an ancient magic hotspot. So I'm a little concerned about what's going to happen when we get to when we come across the last unforgivable curse. Okay, there's Neasel. Oh, let's. Can I sneak up on it if I do this? Okay, here's a female Neasel. So let's. Okay, that worked.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Let's get a male Neasel while we're here. I don't know if turning invisible's helping, but it worked, so.
Leviosa.
Okay, good.
I'll look after you.
And then ancient magic spot right up here. Okay. Right next to the measles.
Confringo! Leviosa! You're about to wish you hadn't.
Hey, can we help you out there?
Confringo!
There you go.
Leviosa! Accio! Depulso! Leviosa! Confringo! Depulso! Accio! Leviosa! Confringo!
Okay, not sure what that was all about, but
Confringo!
seemed to help him out, so. Unless that was the Ashwinder that was taunting us, which. If so, I guess he was probably as confused by things as we were.
Glacius! Accio! Descendo! Potato! Stupid one! Incendio! Stupid one! Stupid one! Incendio! This castle's hiding all sorts of secrets. Potato! Stupid one!
Okay.
Glacius! Incendio! Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
Okay, now back to the ancient magic. Got a little bit off track there. Might need to, when we upgrade our equipment, might want to do something that lets us kill spiders faster, because that seems to take a lot of time, especially for some of the bigger ones.
Revelio.
Okay, I think it's up there. Can we not? Can't seem to get in that way, so let's go around. This looks like it's an entrance.
Revelio.
Okay, that did not help us get inside. That's still the outside. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, can't climb up there. Let's... Do we need to go all the way down here? Guess we do.
That solves that.
There we go.
Revelio.
What is this? Kind of a metal panel, looks like. And doesn't look like there's a hole behind it. It's not a door, at least not for here. Not for this room. How would you even get up to this room? If there wasn't this hole in the wall. I guess maybe this was an attic room or something, and so like there'd be a trap door or something here that we just can't see at the moment. Or it's been sealed up. Whoa, what is this?
Revelio. Glad I was never locked up here.
Okay, what about, I don't care about being locked up. I want to know what this is. Okay, this is a castle or manor house or something. I have this structure with runes on the ground. Have we seen one of these before? Don't think so. Okay, I was wondering if these dark spots were like symbols that signified something, but it looks like we're leaving footprints that look about the same, so that's probably just where something fell. Got handles so we can move these things. And then, okay, what we have here? So we've got the symbols around the edges. We've got these shadows that kind of look like clock hands, sort of like what we've got here. So I guess we need to point them at the symbols. Is there any indication of... Like, they both seem to be stemming from this center circle, so I don't know if there's a difference between the two that one needs to go... Let's try... Okay. Let's try pointing one of these at a weird key symbol thing. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, key symbol with a dot in the middle. Okay, and the other one can go at sunbeam or sunburst. Okay, so let's see. We've got... Okay, here's this one. So what do we do?
Accio.
That's what I want. Is there a, what is this here? There's some kind of a symbol.
Lumos.
Interesting. The rock inside is like several pieces of rock that are not fit together very well with a metal frame around it. So can I pull it this way? What's this at the top? Is that something? Hmm.
Oh, here's a sad-looking place.
Wingardium Leviosa. Cabalso. Lumos.
Okay, so we have this thing. There's a torch there. Is there another torch over here?
Confringo.
No. This is kind of bizarre, and it doesn't even show up on our map as anything, unless I'm assuming Spider Den is not an accurate description of this. Or measles. Maybe this is something we'll learn about in another class. Maybe when we go and take our second astronomy class or something. This kind of looks like it would be something astronomy related. Even though the symbols don't look particularly astronomical, I guess. These lines are too regular. This is more of a geometric pattern than like charting stars or something, but I guess it could be for figuring out specific angles and stuff. And really not sure what's going on with this. Hope I don't put my shadow right over it. Okay. Oh. Okay, and in the light, this stone is greenish rather than... I thought it was just more of like a black or gray, but we have a very nice green here. Okay, is there... unfortunately, on our map, we can set waypoints, but we can't really... I don't think we can really, like, add notes and stuff to the map. So... I'm gonna assume that this is for some future class, kind of like when we first came across the astronomy platforms. And I don't know if I'll be able to remember that it's here, but I'm sure that once we learn about it, that it'll start showing up on our map when we do Revelio. So we'll be able to find our way back here eventually. Although with how short our classes are, you'd think the professors could have just kind of worked that in and said, oh yeah, by the way, there's also these things, go find them as well. Okay. Oh, there's a treasure chest here. Oh. Right here. And in here. Hey, we got a hat, we got a new wand. Stick. First, I was wondering if we were spitting in the spittoon or something, but no, we're just hitting it with our wand, I guess. Okay, a little Merlin trial. Let's try to get the stuff that's in town here. Oh no, we needed more mallow sweet leaves, didn't we? Yeah, that's right. We need to make sure we harvest some more.
Revelio.
Okay, there's a big chest in here. Guessing this is here for a reason. Not sure what that reason is, though. It doesn't seem like climbing up here helped us at all. Oh. Other than... this was to get that chest, okay. Oh, excuse me, didn't see you there.
I heard what sounded like a troll bellowing in the woods the other day. Do you think it's hiding in a cave?
Well, not anymore. I don't think it's hiding much of anywhere since we kind of just came back from disposing of it. I'm still not sure if there's any actual difference between level 1 and level 2 locks. I know we need level 2 Alohomora to open the hard ones, but I don't know if there's any actual difference to the puzzles. Maybe the tolerance is a little bit tighter or something. I forgot to read what the title of the letter was. Okay. My dearest Eddie, I was so pleased to receive your letter. It has been too long since I've been home. You may be interested to know that my time with the ministry will soon be coming to an end. It seems they've forced me into an early retirement, and there's not much I can do to change their minds. No matter. In all my years as an Auror, I've seen over and over again how those at the top are more interested in preserving their place than in actually serving those about them. But that's enough of that. There will be time enough to tell you the tales of my life out here in the great big world when we meet again. You'll be happy to know that I'm coming home soon, although I am thinking of settling in Upper Hogsfield upon my return, still nearby. I intend to enjoy the time I have left. There are still mysteries to solve, after all. Ever your sister, Helen Thistlewood, London. Okay. I believe Helen Thistlewood was the Auror we worked with for the Richard Jackdaw quest, I think. Oh, what was in those? I was just thinking those were like M&Ms or something. Wasn't expecting to cause us to actually levitate. Somebody does quite a bit of medicating before they go to bed, I guess.
I can defend myself against a troll. I was. Revelio.
Oh, there it is. Enchanted Scarecrow. This mischievous-looking scarecrow was long ago enchanted to watch over the garden and ward off crows, but now simply harasses gardeners by shouting insults at them while they work. Why? Did you think, like, having a scarecrow enchanted to talk would... I guess maybe that would scare off crows a bit more. Is it not insulting us because we're dressed like a scarecrow? Does it think that we're among its brethren or something?
Revelio.
Should be another big
Not
chest.
sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Something I was meant to pick up in town, but it's completely slipped my mind.
What? You actually playing a game like hopscotch or something, or are you just hopping and having light at your feet for fun? Oh, don't fall over. Excuse
What do
me.
we have here?
Hello, Hamura. Revelio.
Just mixed nuts? Okay. Those should be pretty safe. What kind of painting is that? It's not moving at all.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, we're also out of Wiggenweld potions, so we definitely don't want to be running off into more combat stuff until we resign. Let's talk to Alexandra, the lady that we took care of the troll for. Excuse me. And then we'll probably go back to Hogwarts.
It's done, Alexandra. I took care of him.
My troll? What? Oh, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I wish things could have turned out differently for him.
Yeah, you did what you could. Or your whole training plan was doomed. Well, I mean, I guess it was worth a shot.
There wasn't much you could have done. He was beyond training. Tried to kill me the entire time.
Goodness. I'm glad you're all right. You're very brave. People in the hamlet had already crafted a moniker for whoever eventually defeated that troll. It was Troll something or other.
Troll something or other. I kind of like that. Do we have to replace something or other with something else? Okay. Troll Slayer, Troll Vanquisher, Troll Whisperer. Yeah, we're a Troll Whisperer. That's obviously the best way to handle trolls. Best way to get them to do what you want is to just kill them.
Whisperer?
Yes, that was it. I suppose it's your title now. I need some time on my own. But truly, thank you for what you did.
So,
The Troll
the hell's
Whisperer. Seems fitting.
we got a troll hat. Let's see what the troll hat looks like. No, I guess it's just a cosmetic. Troll hat, as unique as it is hideous, earned by vanquishing the troll in Brockborough. Okay, the mask isn't part of the hat. I think the mask is. They had that for something else, but we have a top hat with a. Oh, what's that called? Is that a cameo? Can I have it carved like that? Or is a cameo specifically like when it's in a locket or something? I don't know. And a big garish feather. All right, that is clearly the look we want to go for. So let's. I should have kept it open. Let's look at our quests. We do need to go to the third keeper trial. But I want to go back to Hogwarts first, kind of stock up a little bit. So what do we got? We've got In the Shadow of Distance. After the troubling events that transpired in Feldcroft, Sebastian wants to meet with me in the Undercroft. Okay, so we could go meet with Sebastian. Basis for blackmail. Natty sent me another owl saying that she can sneak away without her mother knowing. I'm to meet her outside Hogsmeade. It's probably not going to be super safe. I mean, it'll probably be safe to meet with her, maybe not to do whatever she's planning on, but... Poached egg. Poppy sent me an owl saying she knows where we need to return the dragon egg we have in our possession. I'm to meet her at Hogsmeade's town circle. Okay, to Dalian Keys. Venomous Revenge. Mr. Barnes would be happy with any tentacula I have in order to get his business off the ground, so I can grab a venomous tentacula. Absconder. Okay, that's... Went to the Absconder's Cave in the Forbidden Forest. We're at the right level for that now. Although we're just barely at the right level, so it's probably going to be a pretty tough fight. Check in with Albie Weeks, learn about his recent broom upgrade. Ooh, that would be fun. Okay, and then we have Upper Hogsfield, speak with Dorothy Sprottle, about her Horklump, and ask about Srona's box of letters. Okay. It's more moons. Deke marked the location of the cave where Tobbs can be found on my map. Okay, that's... He had some concern about his house elf friend. Summoner's Court. Oh, we should probably do at least one Summoner's Court and maybe a cross wands while we're at Hogwarts. Okay, so let's talk to Sebastian and do a couple of these class things. And maybe we'll go over to Hogsmeade and get some of the stuff over there. Okay. So we'll set that one as active, and we'll start by going up to the Room of Requirements. Okay, let's get all of our gear identified. Okay, loosened autumn scarf, sleek dueling gloves, boss tailcoat. Quidditch robes. All of our stuff here, and yeah, I haven't done it before because we didn't have need of a lot of potion stuff.
Repair.
But not repair. Let's see, what is... Conjuring? I think that's what I want.
Protego.
Okay. Okay, T-shaped stand. Yeah, I wanted to make sure we got lots of these. That's 3 burners. Oh, we can conjure 7 of them. We've already got all of our hopping pots. Okay, what's our style we've been going with? We've been doing eclectic, I think. Or scientific. Let's see, is this... No, it wasn't that. It was okay. Gothic style, I guess, is what we've been using. Okay, let's start back here. Oh, come on. No. Okay. Maybe I need alteration to put this away. I think. Not Windows. There. No, it was this one. Okay. Evanesco vanishes items and returns Moonstone. There we go. All right. This will be able to have lots of potions, and I can get hopefully lots of there we go. Can get lots of our these things, Wiggenweld potions. Okay, we can just do them all from... If we interact with it once, we can hit all of them, so... Okay. Now this is going to take a little bit, but it shouldn't take too long. We'll just do one cycle around. And that way we'll have some Wiggenweld potions to make sure that we can... handle whatever we go up against. Interesting cauldron being like this hexagonal shape with these faces on it. I usually think of cauldrons as being round, but I guess there's no reason you couldn't make cauldrons of other shapes. Okay, so now we should be able to... We'll pick them all up, and that should give us plenty of Wiggenweld potion. To be able to get on with for now. And then I'll just have some more Wiggenweld potions ready to go so that next time we come up here we can just pick them all up and that'll be that. Okay. Probably make some other potions beside Wiggenweld, but those are the ones that I use the most, so... All right. We'll let Deke know that there's a bunch of new potion stands, so hey Deke, make sure the potions don't burn the place down. And let's see if we can we swap out upgrades on stuff? Because our sorcerer hat has Cruelty 1 with Crucio. We're not using Crucio, so... and we can upgrade.
Tobbs Cave shouldn't be terribly far from here. Deke has marked the area on your map.
Decreased damage taken from spiders. Decreased damage. Okay, so green is like decreased damage. Increased ancient magic meter fill rate. That could be helpful. Increased damage with incendio. Greatly increased Chinese chomping cabbages damage. Increased damage by all plants. Significantly increased damage of all damage spells. Significantly increased spell damage while concealed by disillusionment. Significantly increased damage with Expelliarmus. I thought part of the point of Expelliarmus was that it wasn't supposed to do damage. Oh, we can drop off our Neasels while we're here. I actually need some Neasel fur, so... okay, let's do that. I also need some Jobbernall feathers. So let's... we haven't really been interacting with our animals much at all. Let's go ahead and do that. See if that's something we can... you're not a Jobbernall. Jobbernall. Okay, okay, we got Jobbernall feathers. Ooh, lots of Jobbernall feathers. There's another Jobbernall. It's more Jobbernall feathers. And can we let our Neasels out right here? Which one was it? No, okay, this place is full, so Neasels will have to go in the other zone. Oh, we actually have several beasts that we, nice. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're at our maximum of 4 species. Oh, we need a female Niffler if we can find one. Also, looks like we're gonna need some more space to get, if we want to be able to get giant purple toads and deer recalls. Okay, but for now, let's brush Neasels. I need to feed you too, maybe. Here's some tater tots. Okay. Thank you. Enjoy, I hope Neasels like being on sandy coasts, because that's where they're going to live for now. Okay, so we wanted... just significantly increasing damage across the board sounds pretty helpful. Okay. And then let's...
Tobbs Cave shouldn't be terribly far from here. Deke has marked the area on your map.
Okay, we can upgrade that once. We're going to also need some Niffler Fur and Toadwarts. I don't think we can get Toadwarts yet, because I don't think we have a place to put toads, so... Increase damage of all damage spells. I think we can upgrade that to level 3. If we put that on all of our clothing, then that should probably help. I'm assuming that that'll stack if we have it on multiple items. Maybe it won't. Maybe it only works for once and we're just wasting a bunch of Kneasel fur. But we'll try it out. We'll see. Oh, we need mooncalf fur for this. Okay, we can get mooncalf fur. Wait a second. Okay, they have mooncalf fur for level 1, so we need 6. Jobbernall feathers. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, we're gonna need 9 mooncalf fur. Okay. Okay, well, at least have this. Did I put ambush on some of those? I might have. Yeah, a couple of... Okay, I put ambush on 3 of them, concentration on 3. Well, that'll mean that we do more if we're concealed by disillusionment, at least. So let's get mooncalf first. We can upgrade them. I guess that'll also be useful if they don't stack, then... Hey, we at least have 2 different effects. Okay, where were the mooncalves? Oh, hey, how did I miss you? Okay, mooncalf fur. Do I have any more mooncalves here? Yeah, there should be another mooncalf somewhere. That looks like one in the distance there. Easy to tell the mooncalves with their long necks. Okay. Thank you. That should be enough mooncalf fur to upgrade these. And actually, do we have puffskeins in both these areas? I probably don't need quite so many puffskeins. I could probably sell some of them. Yeah. Let's see if we got... Yeah, we've got puffskeins in both. Thestral, Niffler, Kneasel, puffskein. What did we have in the other one? Let's take our puffskeins out and sell. Yeah. Do we have male and female puffskein in here? Yes, we do. Okay. And we have special puffskein. Shiny puffskein. So... So let's...
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
No, we're not going to hurt you. We're just going to sell you. Okay. Deer recall or giant purple toad. We know we need purple toads for stuff, so let's go ahead and get these. Oh, this one's a shiny, looks like. Species limit. Oh, there we go. Collect some from here. I'm not sure how well a toad would like being brushed, but I guess maybe if the brush was soft enough. But I mean, 'cause it's just going to be rubbing on its skin. It's not going to be like smoothing its hair or anything, unless this happens to be a hairy toad. Okay, was one of you guys said they had feathers ready? High wing. Okay. There we go. Okay. So can I upgrade stuff with this now? I need Niffler fur. Okay, we only... Nifflers were the one we only had one of them, right? So let's... So we need... Yeah. I can summon it. Hey there, yeah. We'll see if we can find your mate while we're out and about, but... Very fortunate for us, I guess, that all these creatures eat the same thing. So. Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, that's a big upgrade. We'll get an even bigger upgrade. We can get Graphorn horns and Jobberknoll feathers. Okay. Wow, we can make some big upgrades if we get enough beasts. I wonder...
Tob's Cave shouldn't be terribly far from here. Deke has marked the area on your map.
Okay, Deke, yeah, we'll go check it out at some point. Maybe helping Deke out is how we can increase our... Maybe that'll be when we can get another room. I'm hoping we can get more rooms. I'm assuming that eventually we get enough rooms to be able to have all the animals. Let's... Oh. Okay. Sorry, I heard you say wonder and saw him here and just thought that voice did not sound at all like how it looked, but that makes sense. Okay.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Yep. Some students speculating whether Professor Black's life is miserable. I hadn't really thought about it. I hadn't even considered that Professor Black might be married. I don't know. Now, presumably, from the way they're talking, it sounds like they're rather certain that he's married. So maybe it's a matter of he's mentioned it before. Because I don't know that in the books we've seen anything to suggest that he's married. I guess I forget if he was a direct ancestor of like Sirius Black and his family, or if he was like an offshoot, like a great uncle or something. If he was direct ancestor, then of course he would have had a wife and kids at some point. But I guess for some reason I'd always just kind of assumed that he would have been like great granduncle or something. Okay, hey Sebastian.
Did you speak with my uncle?
Yeah. Uncle's not happy.
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
Okay. Very well, let me know what you find. What crest are you sending to Anne? What's this about a crest?
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help. You're saying he'd use the connections because he's not that close with his family, so he's not worried about them being upset with how he used them? But wouldn't not being terribly close with the family also mean that those connections would be a bit more... I don't know, Sebastian, I don't know that I really follow, and either way, let's try not to put him in that position, right? See, Ominous is our friend. We want to not just be using him for his what we can get from him, right? Also, Ominous is blind, not deaf, and for all we know, he's walking down the hall right now and heard every word of this. So let's be careful about how we talk about him, okay? Very well. Let me know what you find.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
This. I just saw this swirl pattern during the cutscene and was immediately put into Zelda mode because it looks kind of like some of the symbols we see in Zelda, although not quite enough to make me think it's the same one, just that style. Okay, we look for the triptychs. So, okay. Yeah, Sebastian, let's, I know we want to help Anne, but let's not go overboard, okay? You know, it's actually quite impressive that we don't run into more people out here. I would think in a school this size, little area over here would be, like, students would want to go over there if they want to be relatively close to their classes and stuff, but kind of get away from the hustle and bustle of the main room here. Well, hustle and bustle when the main room is actually hustling and bustling. What is this symbol? Nope, not that. Let's, I would definitely want to get rid of our last of those, because it's... if I burn focus potions, I'm not too upset with that. I want map. Let's see what this symbol is. Is it a quest of some kind? Doesn't look like the quest symbol. Yeah, we wanted to do a couple of these while we were here. So it looks like it's down from us. Let's just try to see where... Oh, is that... Okay. Secret room. We've been in there. That was where we did the wizard Tetris puzzle. All right, let's go to the Summoner's Court board. See if anybody's up for a game in the middle of a snowy, wintry night.
Relieved to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Lenora, are you still on that? There are other things in the school to be impressed with. Has that tree always been there? I'm not sure I remember it before. It looks very winter. I wonder... I'll need to go back, see some old footage, see if that's always been there. I wonder if that changes during the seasons, because maybe it'll look different during the day. Maybe that is just like a full tree, but it'd be cool if there was a stained glass that changed season to season. Oh, I don't think we've been in here since it went to Christmas. Look at this. We got a bunch of wreaths and garlands and decorations all over, and a nice Christmas tree. It's a little bit smaller actually than I would have expected, given the size of this space. I would have thought it would be a little bit larger, although, granted, this groundskeeper is not a half giant, so maybe they had a little bit more difficulty trying to, or would have had more difficulty trying to wrestle a larger tree through the door. So, still looks very nice. Hey, you okay? Well, okay, I will leave you be then. Even at this time of night, we still have kids out and about. Guess we don't have a curfew. Okay. Early hours of the morning. Let's talk to Leander Pruitt.
What are you doing out here? Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
Okay.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio.
Okay, Leander, can you, thank you.
Accio.
Okay, a little bit early.
Not bad. Not bad. Akio. Nothing to it.
Okay.
That was one for the ages. Akio. All in the wrist.
Okay, so we really just need any points whatsoever. So just not have this go off the edge, and we should be good.
Well done. You beat me. Bit of good luck, that's all.
No need to be upset. That wasn't luck. Yeah, let's try to be a little bit more sportsman-like about that.
Come now, Leander. There's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Okay, interesting. We have a kind of elite Summoner's Court club going on in the school by invitation only, I guess. Keep practicing, or you're clearly not cut out for this. Yeah, keep practicing. Should be able to improve. It's just a matter of timing.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
Okay. Where am I even going? I think it's this way we want to go.
Protego!
Nope, not that. Okay, let's go to Crossed Wands. I'm assuming we'll like get a letter or something about new Summoner's Court, or let's talk to Luke and Brattleby. Oh, it's trying to take me that way, isn't it? I thought it was over here. Ah. Yeah, I think that's it, but it might just be that it thinks this is a little bit slower going all the way around here rather than through the school. Which it might be, but... at this point, I'm just kind of committed to this route and don't want to give in to what the game's telling me I should do. Did I... let's do this. Go the easy way. There we go. New quest available. Oh, is it another... is this our Summoner's Court thing already? Don't see any new quests.
Revelio.
We have some Christmas trees out here. This whole courtyard's full of Christmas trees. Except this corner. What's the deal with this corner? Couldn't clear this brush out to put a Christmas tree up here, or if this is something that's we actually want growing, we couldn't like put a Christmas tree just out here or something. I mean, they're in pots, so it's not like we need them to be in the dirt or something. This corner's got a Christmas tree, despite there being other bushes and things behind it. Oh, excuse me.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Look who's back. Ready to redeem yourself?
Okay, let's try this.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
What, Natty or Sebastian? I think Sebastian needs some time to cool down. Natty, we might be able to.
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get started.
Might be able to help us out.
We can make this a real victory.
Hey, Leander. Wait, how many of you are there? Okay, yeah, I know how to duel. Just try to. I'm not sure if throwing the barrel was really necessary, but it was a good way to finish it off.
Victory! You've won the tournament!
It's an honor. I got lucky. I'm just getting started. It's not. Shouldn't it? Shouldn't Natty be here to celebrate the victory as well, or is Natty just like, since she's just a guest or something, she didn't actually win the tournament. She just helped us win.
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so
What is it?
is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. I don't know that I deserve this. I mean, it was actually kind of easy. Just sort of match the colors and then just keep Protego every time about to get attacked.
I'm flattered, but I don't deserve such an honor.
Come now, you're the undisputed winner. You should revel in your accomplishment. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Have you just been sitting here the whole time waiting for me to finish the last thing? Like, for over a season? Okay, so let's see, what did we get? We got some kind of an outfit. I think it was an outfit. Either outfit or robes. What was it? Crossed Wands Champion Garb. An ensemble for the unchallenged duelist earned by winning all challenges of the Crossed Wand. There we go. Can't see it because we're wearing our robes over it, but we did change our shoes, so. I guess for now, since we're the champion, I guess we can run around without the outer robes for just a little bit at least. There we go. Unless we got a sash, and I guess this is supposed to be like a holster for your wand. That's why you want all the buckles to make sure it stays securely in place, so you know exactly what you go for. Although I'm right-handed, so why is that on my left hip. I don't think you'd reach across for something as small as a wand. Okay, well, let's go to Hogsmeade. We'll sell some puff skeins. Okay. Yep, we'll accidentally drink a potion. Okay, we'll... before I end up accidentally using it, let's get this Tentacula. I found the Tentacula, and I'll make my way back to Mr. Barnes to update. Okay. Let's turn that in, because otherwise I'm going to accidentally use it up, and I'll have to go collect another one, so... I guess we should also talk to our... is it Penny? The house elf that's running the shop for us.
Resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Any luck retrieving a certain friend of mine from a former friend of mine?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Ha! Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Happy to get rid of it, or I'd like to be paid. No, I'm just happy that you're taking this one rather than the other guys. Remember, this guy wanted us to steal Venomous Tentacular, and we decided, yeah, instead of stealing one, we'll just give him one of the ones that we grew ourselves. That way, this guy doesn't get into legal trouble for it. And if he can manage to actually make a business from it, then that good for him. If not, best that he not get into legal trouble over it. So
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
Dragonhide Herbologist gloves. Okay. Not sure why I need those for Zonkos, but thank you. Oh, he also gave us 300 gold. That would be a little bit more help. All right. So now let's... Ooh, some of these have better offense. Better offense, though, less defense. Although that defense we can probably upgrade. So, yeah, let's definitely upgrade those. Probably should have done this before we spent all that time upgrading equipment. $297. 298. Loosened Umber Autumn Scarf. Quidditch robes. Okay. Now, where was our shop? Steepley, Hogsmeade. It was like down here somewhere, wasn't it? Okay, we do need to go to Sprint Witches. Could head down there. I think maybe back here. Back here was our shop. And it's like somewhere down here. So okay, let's head down to Sprint Witches, get our upgrade. See if we can find our store while we're at it. Dingle and Blatch. I don't think that was ours. It's not quite ridiculous enough. Stitches and Drafts. That was.
It is wonderful to see you back here.
Hey, Penny, how's it going? How's the store doing? We'll go ahead and sell some items to you, so you can sell them to other people.
Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Okay, well, yep, good luck running the store. Thanks for handling that.
Protego! Revelio!
There's a chest in here. Okay. Okay, the big chest is upstairs. But it's locked anyway. Here's Quidditch supplies.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Okay, what's this upgrade? An enhancement that significantly increases your broom's acceleration and speed. Okay.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
Okay, yeah, let's see how this goes.
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I mean, it's worked so far. And honestly, they really don't scare me. That we've handled them before.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out this broom upgrade.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Okay, so let's see. Now we wanted to speak to Natty. I also want to speak to Poppy. Poppy's in town. Natty's just near town. So let's talk to Poppy first. If she directs us somewhere else, we won't go there yet. We'll speak to Natty first, but we'll at least see what Poppy has to say. Unfortunately, we can't fly in town. That would be rather nice if we could. But I guess it'd be rather dangerous if we were flying around through these busy streets.
It's not like her to forget.
Not like who to forget what.
Waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was your Gran sending you?
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What's she researching?
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in Plimpies.
Okay, you said you had news about the dragon?
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track her flight?
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Oh. Okay, that's sounds very competent of you. Well done.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's alright, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Oh, okay. I guess we are going there right away. Okay, well,
Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
that sounds simple enough. This seems dangerous. Yep, it does sound pretty
That sounds
simple.
straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Oh, well, I'm sure that's all that's going to be. Why not keep the egg? Well, where precisely are we taking the egg? Yeah, are we sure we can't, like, keep it, have a little baby dragonling for ourselves?
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
But what if we put the egg into a sack that was designed for capturing creatures, and then we released it into a hidden, like, vivarium? Would that be acceptable? Or where precisely are we taking it?
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Okay, well, let's get to it.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, we probably don't want to agitate her too much. There were fireworks going off in Hogsmeade. Oh, the other way. Yeah, might have to see what was going on there when we go back.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely.
Yeah, there
Good.
she is.
It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Okay. We still have to figure out how we're going to get this egg back to her. It's over here.
Revelio.
Forced rivet gloves. Okay.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Okay. Yeah, you do realize she's not going to understand that, like, we're here to help out, right? Ooh. Okay, mind your step here. Something met its end there.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Oh, should we?
Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, let's do this. I don't know how well she can detect us. Okay, got some wolves here. Can we sneak around the wolves?
Revelio.
think the wolves would have already heard us or smelled us or something, but I'm gonna see if I could Petrificus Totalis them, but
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
oh, I'm sure she could take a breath even from up close as well. Okay, so let's.
I see the bridge wasn't spared her wrath either. Good thing it's fantastic.
Still kind of surprised the wolves haven't noticed us. If nothing else, you'd think seeing all those sticks waving around in the air, they'd want to go try to catch it.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
Do sheep in these parts often go around wearing Hogwarts school robes? Okay.
Watch your step.
Oh wow, yeah, this is a big drop. I see something burning there. Several things burning. She built her nest in some castle ruins?
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a graphorn.
Or just raring for a fight. Revenue.
Huh. It's always interesting how we have these unidentified items, but when we identify them, it's just like black leather gloves or green felt hat things. You'd think we would be able to identify that. Sorry. No, why? Why would we take our charm off right at the most dangerous point?
Well, there's no turning back now.
I can't cast magic.
Over here.
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Ow.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Okay, is this... Maybe we're supposed to run forward. Where'd Poppy go? Okay, if we can make it under there. Come on, run.
Good thinking, but she'd still be able to smell you.
Yeah, but, you know, my...
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She isn't making it easy.
Oh. Yeah, being invisible doesn't really seem to be helping us much, so... Okay, over there next. Or just run up here.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me.
I was gonna say that. I guess I technically did say that.
I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
Okay, I don't like that she's just throwing one fireball. She like get ready to have more when we move. Okay.
Get to that opening below.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, is there? Okay. Can we do it in one shot, or we? Yeah, I think we can do it in one shot.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Uh-oh. Don't like the looks of this.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Repairer.
Well, we kind of have a dragon flying around, and these are relatively flimsy bridges made of wood. I'm sure you can figure it out.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Maybe we could just, like, magic the egg over here. Okay, let's get out of here. Well, that was fortunate.
Brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
People don't give creatures enough credit, or she tried to kill us. I mean, she did try to kill us, but that was before she decided not to kill us, so... Yeah, dragons seem pretty smart.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
I'm not ready to leave, or not at all, but I am ready to head back. Yeah, I think we're ready to head back.
Should we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Uh-oh. This doesn't sound good.
How could I have been so blind?
Okay. Well, seems like right now she's off to send her owl, and she'll probably update us after she does so. So now let's go speak to Natty. Oh yeah, there's fireworks. Fireworks over here. Coming from just outside of Zonko's. Is there anything... There's some kind of special going on at Zonko's? Or is that just... Maybe Zonko's just had like paid extra to have that show up on the map when you're looking at it. Some advertising there. I guess we're going to go pass and find out. Read all about what? What's the headline?
Hope you have a magical day.
It was an accident, Basilisk Breeder insists. The Cornish wizard arrested for breeding basilisks has insisted that it was all simply a silly mistake. He was taken in after a routine inspection revealed toad infestations in all 5 of his chicken coops. Basilisk breeding has long been forbidden by the ministry. Basilisk breeding has long been forbidden by the ministry. However, due to the potency, rarity, and value of basilisk venom, it is perhaps not surprising to know that the less rule-abiding amongst us have skirted the law. As explained by a neighbor of... Wait, the... Wizarding newspapers incorporate a scroll wheel? Okay, would not have expected that. I mean, I knew the pictures moved, but... As explained by a neighbor of the wizard in custody, a shrouded figure who has chosen to remain anonymous, the way to make a basilisk is by hatching a chicken egg beneath a toad. Every wizard with a wand knows that. Okay. Thank you. I'm trying to read. The Cornish wizard has pleaded total ignorance as a defense before the Wizengamot, claiming that his chicken coops are simply irresistible to toads and that he had no knowledge of the basilisk breeding process. His defense was met with widespread skepticism by members, with the exception of Belinda Brown of the Department of Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures, who said, "I have no doubt he's that much of a moon mind. We told him we were coming, didn't we? All he had to do was move the toads." Right? Oh, she's has her wand at her throat, which I believe we see in the movies. I think it's mentioned in the books, and we see in the movies. Minister Fudge does that at the Quidditch World Cup to like amplify his voice. So basically, instead of using a loudspeaker or something. Okay, so we did see some fireworks going off as we were approaching here. Not constantly, but then again, I guess you probably wouldn't want your stock to constantly be burning up. And just occasionally as a little demo, try to entice people in. Hey, Danny.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Okay. Oh, that's right. In the book, it was Ludo Bagman, not Cornelius Fudge. But regardless, it seems like it's a spell that many public speakers probably know. So, where can I find them? Or what am I hoping to learn from them? And where can we find them?
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Yeah, we still need to sell our extra puff skeins. What am I hoping to learn from them?
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Okay, I'll speak with Mr. Bickle's friends.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
Okay.
Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Okay, well, it should be pretty easy to find them with the quest markers pointing directly to them. Wonder if this is the Death Eaters could have used this for trying to track down which Harry Potter was the real one. Just make it a quest and then follow the quest marker.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
It's a level 3 lock, okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You should have spoken out, or you were wise not to speak out. I can understand fear of retaliation, but yeah, you should have spoken out. If enough people did that, he wouldn't have enough power to retaliate, honestly.
If you had spoken out against him, as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprised Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
Okay.
Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Anybody? Like, he's just against the concept of communication? Or is he just opposed to people making noise while he's around? Like, if people aren't near him, are they allowed to talk? Let's see, I was gonna... Where was the magical creatures? Was it Brood and Peck? Might have been. Okay, that's this one that has the big bird cage tower outside. I think so. Let's go there, sell off.
What if Dibble works at Gladrags? I should check there.
Yeah, we should, but we're not at the moment.
Hello.
welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck, and before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair from a Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
Okay. Wow. You greet everybody this way? You just come into your shop? Let's see. It sounds frustrating. Not an ideal choice of merchandise. Yeah, sometimes you do need to be careful about what you have in stock. There's something similar happened in the books. I think one of the person who ran the bookstore was talking about how they misplaced like an entire shipment of like, invisible books or something.
Seems like a poor choice of inventory. Surely that's obvious.
You don't mind sharing your opinions, do you? Despite the fact that we are a wizarding village, doesn't mean these things appear by magic. Takes a lot to round up these feathers. Don't get me started on thwoppers. Most of the suppliers of thwopper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's.
Perhaps it was your dealings with Froopers that led you to the precarious idea of stocking Diricles.
Oh, you are well and cheeky, aren't you? Don't worry, I don't mind. Never had a still tongue in my head either. And I'll have you know that it's my highest priority to ensure that all beasts are safe and well cared for. Right thing to do and good for business. Anyway, perhaps you should have a look around. Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
Okay. Do you
What
buy
do you have for sale?
or rather will you purchase stuff? Okay, good. You do purchase beasts. We want to keep our Diricals until we get some extra space for them, but all the Puffskeins can go. Okay, thank you. There's a female Niffler and a giant purple toad, but something tells me we probably shouldn't try to catch the beasts in here, 'cause these are not wild beasts. These are ones that actually belong to her to sell or belong to the store. I don't know if... I guess it sounds like she owns the store. If she doesn't own the store, she's at least related to whoever it is since it has her name on it. Just odd that...
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
What?
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill. Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Okay, so about the note, how are you hiding the extortion? Or Mr. Hill seems a fair man. Can you tell him? So yeah, what was this note you were talking about?
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Okay, how are you hiding the extortion?
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Can you talk to Mr. Hill?
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Well, not sure there's much I can do to help you with that, but thank you for talking with me.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Well, and don't worry.
Hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
So
we're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Not just one little high school student trying to take down this hardened criminal. We have two high school students trying to take him down. And occasionally an officer when she bothers to listen to us, I guess.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby. Revelio.
Is there anything left in here I need to get?
The herbology professor at Hogwarts will charm the scales of a dragon.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why would Harlow take your husband and not... I think that's pretty obvious, because he thinks that she can actually accomplish what he wants. Rather than, her husband's just a curse breaker for him. He wouldn't have access to the vaults.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Although, you know, if Harlow could get your husband to like locate treasures for him, or like break curses for treasures stuff, then he might be able to get treasures that, you know, before the Gringotts had a hold of him, when he might even be able to make a legal case for keeping them himself. But I guess Harlow just really, really likes breaking the law when it's unnecessary. Have you given Harlow any information about Gringotts?
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Does the note confirm kidnapping?
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Mrs. Rabe, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us, if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
Revelio.
I hope it's not too late.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friend. Now to find Natty.
Okay, those are locks and stuff back there from other buildings. Probably more level 3 locks we can't access, yeah. Okay, well, let's go speak to Natty. Oh, excuse me. So, It's actually some of the things like Harlow's involved in are very, like, ranges from like we're covering up murder and stuff to just I want to be able to steal a bunch of.
To be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Just like stealing clothing items and stuff. So why would he need to steal clothing items? All you have to do is just run into any ruins around here and you can get all the clothing items you could ever want. It seems about as pointless as if a student were to make an elaborate plan to skip class or something. It's like, just
Only a hairy-hearted sod would
Revelio.
if you know Alohomora, you can get a bunch of clothing items just from walking into people's houses. Golden snitch scarf. That would go well with this with our Quidditch uniform. Nope, that's not what I want. Actually, okay, rather subtle golden snitch look to it. There's a slight two-tone. There's lots of locks we haven't done yet.
Revelio.
What is this? Oh, it's a lamp. Okay. Just looked odd when that was the only thing we could really see inside the... There we go. Have some money. And... something here and a big chest upstairs. More money. And Dreamer's Nightwear. Ooh. And a... one of those guys. Demi guys. Can we... I think we might need to be outside of town to wait. Sometimes it lets us wait, sometimes it doesn't, it seems. I thought there was another lock. No, not there.
Revelio.
I think that's a level 3 lock. No, I thought there was another one on this street. Oh well.
You don't ever want to...
After we try to find Natty, we'll see if maybe we can try to manipulate the time.
Must be around here somewhere.
Level 3 locks. Hopefully she's not behind one of those doors, because it'll be a while before we get to her. We're coming down here.
Revelio.
Hattie's wand.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some footprints here. Hopefully these are footprints. Okay, they are. They do look like they're heading the right way.
Little students get what's coming to them.
Excuse me? Is that you, the Dark Wizard? I want to keep that down if you don't want someone taking... Why are there a bunch of wands on the wall? That seems a little odd.
Revelio.
Oh, I go this way. What?
Natty must have been taken this way.
Why did they take her? Why did they take her through the shop rather than like over here? Or through the pub. It might not be as popular as the Three Broomsticks, but it still has patrons.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio. A hidden door.
It actually looks surprisingly like the entrance to the
Natty must have been taken this way.
Hufflepuff.
I need to find her quickly. Revelio.
Okay, that's there are some people down there. Okay, so if we can find Agabus Filbert's Book of Poems and Otto Dibble's Love Letter, and I don't know, any possibility we might find Isco as well?
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Oh, hey, I happen to be a Hogwarts student. So, yeah, I guess you're right about that.
They're incapable of defending themselves.
Revelio.
I thought there was something. I could just take him out here. Did they notice what happened?
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets.
Ministry's never done nothing for me, no wise.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Should be able to do that. Oh, that was an infamous foe, apparently.
I ought to pay that pretty little shopkeeper in Bagan Tig visit. Can't hide from me.
Well, apparently I can.
Now to finish the job. Expulsion!
Okay, back to stealth. Alright, let's see. What have we got over here? There's something down there. Okay, here we go. My darling Otto, I have read your last letter over and over and am certain to read it again each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you are more settled, my love. I know that you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed, and now I'm off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie. Oh, so it actually has, like, it's actually embossed. Looks like. Okay.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
Did we destroy it or did we just pick it up? We don't have a. Okay. Don't have a quest marker for it anymore, so. Let's see what.
Lumos.
Okay, what are we gonna do?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Hold this.
Wingardium Leviosa.
There we go.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay. think we're still mostly transparent.
Lumos.
Yeah, we're still disillusioned. Could you stop doing that? You keep making me think that you've seen me. Thank you.
Revelio.
Get underneath these guys.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Besides, she doesn't know that I'm already here.
Perhaps I was the fool. Expulsion!
More of that.
Expulsion! Really point of view. Can bring seductive offer expulsion. You've made a grave mistake.
Have I, though?
Revelio.
Okay. So apparently the first guy didn't Petrificus Totalis all the way, or else somebody else went in. Came in exactly where he was standing, but all right. Still managed to make it through. Okay, let's
Revelio.
This side. Okay. Dulcibella Filbert, you are as dear to me as an augury whose voice foretells the coming rain. You are as loved by me as a Krupp could be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart. I want it not undone. You have charmed me from the very start. You have always been the one.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert.
That
He'll
was
be thrilled to have this back.
That was a single page, not a book. I'm a little concerned that he doesn't understand what a book is.
Petrificus Totalis.
Okay.
Revelio.
Good. We're all full on Wiggenweld potions. That's good. We've got all the optional stuff we were looking for, so let's go rescue Natty now. Should be a little bit easier now that we've cleared out everybody. So shouldn't have to worry too much about them coming after us. Although it's entirely possible that there's more actually in the room where she's being held.
Natty must be here somewhere.
Okay. Natty could have spoken up a little bit louder, but okay, so we need to speak to Mr. Rabe.
Revelio.
Oh. I saw this was invisible. I thought it was going to be a page and was wondering why there would be a Hogwarts page in a criminal's den, but you know, a hidden chest, that makes a bit more sense. Isco Rabe's wand, okay. Oh. Natty, you're okay. And Mr. Rabe, you're okay. These cells seem kind of odd placement. You'd think there'd be like the whole wall would be have cells or something rather than just kind of two at the corners here.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Okay. So, made the mistake of not anticipating that Mr. Rabe does this for a living, breaking curses on locks.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery.
Yeah, now, do you want
I
your
may
wand
be too
back?
weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. Hush now.
Did we give her wand back? Let's see, is she using her wand?
Lumos.
Lumos.
Yep, she's got her wand. Okay. Okay, let's...
Revelio.
There aren't any Ashwinders out here at the moment. You kind of missed a little bit of a fight, Natty. It's a shame you couldn't have been here, but... Yeah, unless more apparate in, I think we're good. What is this? Have a big table, like a bowl with a drain. With... Is this... Are these coins? Is this sand? Is this feed of some kind? I'm not sure I understand what the purpose of this table is, or this basin. Is this a wash basin? Maybe the stone's down here so that like the water can drain out, but not like filters it somehow or something. That's right, we had to go up.
Lumos.
So presumably this isn't like a huge basement underneath of the Hogshead. I'm guessing that this is kind of similar to the tents, you know, where they were running the illegal dragon fight. It was like this tent, and inside it was massive. But this is kind of a space inside of the barrel here.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
Yeah.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Okay, but if a couple Hogwarts students can't handle a criminal organization, what do you expect the authorities to be able to do? The authorities haven't been much help. It's harsh, but that's probably rather true. That's kind of the reason we got involved in the first place, is because like nobody's really doing much.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations.
Well, that's what we do.
I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Yeah, sorry about that, but... Okay, let's...
I remember you. Your generosity has you aboard this rather exotic snake contraption. Very Salazar, isn't it? Tips in the hat,
Is he speaking to me about generosity allowing to afford that? Was it this house? Okay, that's...
Revelio.
Oh, we have some mail.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Hey, good. Well, congratulations, Mr. Dibble. Glad things worked out for you guys. Oh, here's... Okay, there were actually 2 doors entering the same house. That's why I thought there was an extra lock, because once we unlocked one of them, I guess they both unlocked. Oh. Okay, let's see.
Revelio.
We got our demi guys, so that's good. Let's see where we want to go now. A Hufflepuff near Dogweed and Deathcap seems to need a favor. I should see what she wants. Have any other quests? Take the biscuit. I noticed a goblin near the Western Bridge in Hogsmeade lamenting about a biscuit. This piqued my curiosity, and I should chat with him when I have the time. Okay, let's grab these quests while we're here. Not sure we'll be doing them at the moment, unless it's something real quick, but we can grab them for later. We should probably put a marker down. There we go.
What will I do without her?
Hello, Garnuff?
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf Biscuit was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Well, I've dealt with poachers before. I can definitely take a look up there next time I'm in the area. Why would poachers want your mooncalf?
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. But I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted and stuffed. I assume. Oh, Biscuit.
Okay. Why do you have a pet mooncalf?
A mooncalf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life without her. Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. But I've seen great depth of character in Biscuit. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
So you don't want a hippopotamus for Christmas, is what you're saying. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye out.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garniff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
Yeah,
I should
I've
try and
noticed.
rescue Garniff's mooncalf. Sounds as if I'd need to head north to find those poachers.
Yeah, well, let's now go see who this student is. You're up here on the edge of town. By the, I think they're by the Dangerous Plants shop, if I recall. This is graveyard. This isn't the graveyard. Why did it tell me it was the graveyard? There's some buildings up here. Oh, and it's actually where we want to be. Okay, so it's not... I think... Is this Stockweed and Deathcap, or is that still up the hill? No, this is it. Okay.
Me? Might I ask a favor of you?
Zetrarissa Tugwood.
Hello. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do? I'm Satarissa Tugwood, and I have an exciting business proposition for you. Now, it may surprise you to learn that someone of my obvious esteemed lineage would be in business. But I only want to help the less fortunate.
Okay. How genuinely kind of you. Or how condescending. And presumably not in the good way. Well, that sounds kind.
That's incredibly nice of you.
Oh, there's more. You see, I've been experimenting with a new beauty cream. A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our poor pubescent classmates. But I've run out of the key ingredient, Booba-Tuber pus. Booba-Tubers do grow in the Forbidden Forest, however. If only I could pay someone to collect a few for me.
Okay. What exactly are Booba-Tubers? I'm assuming some kind of tuber, I think it's like potatoes and stuff. Like radishes and also tuber. Yeah, I think they're plants that grow underground. But what are they exactly?
What precisely are booba-tubers?
Disgusting things, really, covered in protrusions. One needs to squeeze them to collect the pus. They smell simply awful and seem to move on their own. Ugh, I wouldn't go near the things if it weren't for my devotion to my classmates.
How do you know Booba-Tuber pus will work?
How on earth did you discover that booba-tuber pus clears one's skin?
One cannot rely on spells for all appearance enhancements. The errant cast, for example, could relocate one's eyebrows entirely rather than merely thinning them. My darling and now perpetually surprised-looking neighbour discovered that on her own. Poor thing. I am convinced that beauty potions are the future. I'm forever looking for ways to make this world a more beautiful place. I suspected that if pure Booba-Tuber pus could cause boils, an altered form would likely reverse such abominations. And I was correct.
Okay, that was a long way of getting around to actually answering the question, but thank you. You did actually get there. So, yeah, I'll try to find some.
I can try and find some for you if I have the time.
Marvellous. I'd go myself, but I don't want to. I only need a few Booba-Tubers.
Fair enough.
But they grow wild, so you'll have to look around. Our spotty classmates are counting on you, so you mustn't tarry.
Into the Forbidden Forest for booba-tubers.
I get the feeling that in her own way, she does actually care about her classmates and think that she's doing this for the best. That would be a very Hufflepuffish trait. Although it's also clear that she thinks of herself as being above this, but also genuinely believes that being above it is her responsibility to lower herself to this. It's a very just odd mentality altogether. But all right, where are we going to go? I think next. Let's find out why Poppy left so quick. 'Cause that seemed kind of important. Once we're done with all of our classmate stuff, we'll end up going to the headmistress, find our third trial. We still haven't had a chance to try out our new broom. Where is this? Where is this even leading us? Oh wow, she's way over, like she's in the castle. Okay, so let's get out of town so we can try our broom flying over there. Yeah, do we need to return stuff to you guys?
Mr. Filbert, I have your book.
But how did you... Oh, thank you. I can't tell you what this means to me.
Yep, here's all one page of it. I'm glad you were rather careless. I'm glad to return it to you.
I'm glad to have been of help.
Oh my. I cannot believe I have this bit of my dearest Dulcibella back. Thank you, my young friend. Thank you.
Okay. Alright, should be far enough away.
These rocks have seen better days.
We might be going a bit faster.
Revelio.
That is not a bridge. Just gonna fly under that. Kind of glad I didn't. Oh, where's Poppy? I thought she was in the castle. I guess she's out by the care of magical creatures area.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Oh, good, you're safe.
Hey, Poppy, what's up?
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Poppy. Everything's fine now. That's pretty terrible. Wish there would have some way we could have straightened that out with them to clarify that she was not involved.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Okay. What's a Snidget?
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Huh. Okay, so the Golden Snitch was based on the Snidget to stop people from using actual Snidgets. So the Snidget should look something like a snitch. Okay. Why do the poachers care about Snidgets?
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Did the journal say where they were hidden?
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
Okay, so you want to find these.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Okay. Why would the centaurs want the Snidgets in particular to be protected? Is it just because they don't want wizards capturing and killing things, or are Snidgets of particular importance to them? I don't know. Either way, let's talk to the centaurs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's go speak to Natty. Okay, so see how Natty's been doing in the couple minutes since we helped her escape. Okay, is she in the castle? Okay, yeah, it's...
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no...
Yeah. She probably wouldn't be too happy if we told her that we had to put down yet another troll. So... Okay, the road that goes down just kind of fades out. All right. Well, a lot of people up for some morning mountain hikes. So let's see, we should be able to go get around this way. So far it seems like let's see, we have Natty is helping us primarily with the Harlow and his goons. Just the like criminal elements of Rookwood's plot. We've got Sebastian, who's helped us a bit with...
Revelio.
Think we've been in here before? Yeah, this place is looted out. Sebastian's been helping us at least a little against the goblins. We have Poppy helping us against the against the poachers. Those have been the main people we've been working with. We worked a little bit with Amit, just for the one mission, and he was also kind of helping with Ranrock's plot. Man, Christmas trees all over the place.
Rogical students, can't catch thieves! Woohoo!
I'm kind of curious how long they keep these decorations up. It seems like it'd be a pity to do all this decorating for just like a couple weeks or something.
I haven't been called Puffskein Dunking once since you brought me that venomous tentacular leaf.
Oh, glad to hear it.
I am actually braver.
She's always showing off about her puffskein green. Fur like silk, what shines?
Yes, Duncan was the one who wanted us to get a leaf for him so that he could show it to people and prove that he was brave. Glad he's feeling braver. I'm not sure if that would actually hold up if he had to actually do anything. How are our points standing? Wow, yeah, Slytherin, Ravenclaws need to kind of pick up the pace here. Yeah, I guess I guess I do forget whether the it's, you know, the bottom chamber that's how many points we have, or whether it's like the top chamber and they fall down as you lose points or something. I would assume that the bottom, like, they start in the top chamber then fall down as you get more points, but could be wrong. Maybe Slytherin and Ravenclaw are actually doing incredible. What is that? Looks like there's a bunch underneath here. Okay, I guess at the end of the year we'll find out.
It's tormenting Professor Black.
So, hey, there's Natty.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
Hanging out by the fire. Yeah, I guess if you grew up down south, you'd definitely be a little chilly in the snow. I think you commented on that, didn't you?
Revelio.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
She should be proud of you, or her concern is warranted. I mean, her concern is warranted. I mean, we've seen firsthand that these are very dangerous situations, but on the other hand, I think she should be proud of you that, I mean, you know full well how dangerous it is, and you're still willing to risk it. You know, try to bring down these criminals.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
You're looking to avenge his death? How's your mother doing? Or what would your father think of what we've been doing? Okay, so let's talk about vengeance. How's that figure into it?
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
You said your mother also raised that, so your mother, it sounds like, agrees with what we're doing in principle. She just, at the same time, doesn't want her daughter to be in danger. Like, she wants her daughter to be willing to help others, but doesn't want her to actually be in a situation where she's in danger. That's understandable. How's she doing, by the way?
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
What would your father think of this?
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear about your father, but I really don't think it was your fault.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed.
Absolutely.
Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
I know we...
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking with me, Natty, and sharing that. Have a little bit better understanding of why you're doing this, even if your mother disagrees. Let's see. Where should we go next? I guess we can talk with Poppy. Kind of want to meet with the centaurs again. Okay, we do need to go into the Forbidden Forest anyway. If Poppy's thing is like a follow around rather than warping someplace and warping back, we can also see if we can find some bubo tubers. So So yeah, let's see if we can head over to the Forbidden Forest, and that'll probably be the end for tonight. And if these doors want to open. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to recall. I don't remember in the books them ever mentioning the giant hill or small mountain just outside of Hogsmeade. I mean, I know we're in Highlands and up in the Heights, but I just don't think we really saw much of the verticality of the land around Hogwarts. At least, if that was there, I missed it. I didn't really get that impression from the books. Oh, okay. Watch out for the trees. There we go.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Oh, that's good. Should we hide and leap out and yell surprise when they show up? Will that help things? They won't like this. They'll understand. Again, both likely true, but hopefully they'll understand.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
Centaurs are known for being wise. Where centaurs don't know any more than the rest of us. I think traditionally centaurs have a reputation for being wise, and while I doubt that applies to every centaur, I'm sure there's good reason that's sort of what they're known for.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fine.
Oh. All right.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No! Never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Well, this doesn't look good.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Okay. Hey, good job, Poppy.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I trust him. Centaurs know things. He's annoyingly cryptic. Isn't moonstone common?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
Okay. Well, not really sure what it's all about, but I trust him. He seems like he knows what he's talking about.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned.
Okay.
I'll let you know what I find.
Should I actually just like head down to the cave, or should I wait your letter? Let's see. Oh, there's an astronomy table near here. Okay. Well, so that seems like a good place to leave off. Next time we'll start here. Let me go ahead and actually switch the quest over to finding the Booba Tuber Pus so that we can look for that while we're here. And we'll start with that next time. And then we'll go find the Moonstone. Bring back to the Centaurs. Oh, very loud. Very loud wing flapping there. So we should be on for Monday and Friday at normal time. So next week we will continue on and see about helping our friends more, and maybe we'll finally help them enough that we can get on to the next trial. But we're kind of hitting some big important moments here, so it's been fun. So with that, thank you for joining. Have a good week, and I will see you next time. Bye.